Canada, sponsored by Memory XP, Asus, and eSpot. Please check those sponsors out. They are awesome for sponsoring such a cool tournament. I'm going to say sponsor as many times as I can. Sponsor, 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 sponsor.
Give us a sponsor. What?
What? And it's pretty awesome to be casting with you today, Shinobi. It's been a while. I miss your voice, man.
I'm so I'm out of practice. It's a little depressing not being able to call the engagements like I used to, but I'm still keeping up there. You know, it wasn't that long of an engagement, anyways. You know, I would be really happy if Marlboro would sponsor StarCraft.
Marlboro?
Marlboro, the cigarette company.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of cigarettes. Never smoked one in my life.
Good for you. It's a really good decision not to. I mean, it's a money sink, really.
Yeah, it kind of is. I work, and my dad owns a liquor store, and whenever people come in buying cigarettes for $8 a pop, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm not looking forward to when I move back to the north. The cigarette tax, man.
It's pretty insane. Cigarettes are now $13 in New York City.
Really?
Yep.
Holy crap, that's more expensive than Disney World.
But yeah, I have...
I'm just saying, Disney World has huge taxes on everything.
I wasn't prepared for that. I was just like, that's more expensive than Disney World. That's just gonna be my new thing. They're gonna be like, oh, so how much was that burger you had? Oh, it's more expensive than Disney World. That is the best. Okay, I'm done. But I don't even remember what we were talking about.
we're just small chat before. That's pretty bad. That I have to compare cigarette prices in the north to Disney World.
They sell cigarettes at Disney World.
They do. $10 a pack.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that. I am the happiest place on earth. Likes a little smoke, I guess.
No, they're actually against it because they overcharge on it.
They're against it?
There's almost no tax in there's like no tax down here. Like it's $5 a pack, $6 for cigarettes, which is really cheap. You know,
how often do you go to Disney World?
I actually go to Disney World quite a bit, and I always make sure to bring my own cigarettes because
Oh
I'm not
my
buying a
God.
pack there.
Oh my God. I'm so glad that I had the mature content. Do I have the mature content warning? I better have it. Because I am not advising smoking. Smoking will kill you, people. Shinobi is not long to this world.
Yeah, I'll be dead by the time I'm 34.
And
That's still like 15 years for me, guys. So
apparently I am being informed through intuition that these loser bracket games are best of one. So we're actually not going to see another Warden game next. We are going to see another game from the losers bracket. Crongers vs. Sprawl. The winner will play against Warden.
another TVP. Good to not see any Zerg. I mean, I love Zerg, and I could watch him all day. But, you know, after casting, like, I don't even know how many games of it, it's nice to see the Terran versus Protoss.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, and we are getting ready to get into this. And I hope you guys in Canada are having fun right now. I certainly am. Just going to check the brackets really quick, see what's going on, anything new coming from that. No, nothing too interesting. Actually, I'm not sure where this game is. Wow, how do we have this game?
What?
This game isn't, like, in the brackets.
Interesting.
What?
I said interesting. Is there a loser bracket there?
No, this is not in the loser brackets either.
Huh.
I thought this was the loser bracket.
What is this?
I don't know,
12.
like, what game are we watching right now? It could be like...
I am 12, and what is this? Please tell me you know that reference.
No.
Okay. I'll explain it then. On
course you
YouTube a little while ago, a bunch of porn was uploaded and got past YouTube censors and stuff.
Of course.
And on like every single one of them, there was this post, I am 12 and what is this? And it became a huge meme across the internet.
Did you say meme?
Yes.
It's a meme.
Meme, meme, whatever.
No. This is not like okay. You have to say meme.
No, I like meme. It's funnier.
What?
It's a meme on its own.
Meme though. It's a meme.
I know what it is, but it's another troll thing. Come on, you got to get with the trolling, man.
Oh my God. Meme.
Meme.
Apples.
You mad?
I'm a little mad. Yeah,
You mad, bro?
it's a zealot. It's not a
Zealot?
zealot.
Zealot.
Oh, okay. So this is not the. Okay, I was a little confused. This is not the Diamond, because this Vancouver tournament we're casting is not just the Diamond and Grandmasters League. It's also the Bronze to Platinum League.
Oh, okay. So there's
So this is the semifinals of the Bronze to Platinum League, and we are casting it out. Congers versus Sprawl. Congers.
Oh yeah, I thought there was an R there, but it's Congers. Interesting.
Please don't leave just because it's lower level. Lower level players have actually really interesting strategies. They aren't really hindered by that crazy.
That crazy what?
I don't know. They're just crazy, man. You drive me crazy like a Britney Spears song.
Oh god, I almost started singing it. That would have lost us everyone. So this is the semifinals of the bronze whatever.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Still the CG StarCraft tournament, the bronze and to platinum level. I'm not sure what these guys are. Probably closer to platinum than bronze since it is the semifinals.
Probably. So hello and welcome to the semifinals of the Bronze to Platinum tournament. We have Sprawl, the purple Protoss, up in the top left against our green Terran Congers. Our map today is Tal'Darim Altar. Seems to be the required first map of everything. Bluesfest, what do you think?
TV's P on this map is really strange. You don't have that early wall in that you can, not wall. You don't have that small choke point ramp that you do on most maps. So sentries aren't quite as useful in the early game as they are on most maps, and it makes the 3 racks very powerful. The thing that really delays it is the length of the map. Tal'Darim Altar is probably the largest map in the ladder map pool by a long shot, and you can do a lot of strategies here that you can't do on other maps, just simply because the walking distance from base to base is huge, and both players scouting right now perfectly to the base that their opponent is at, so both of them are obviously hacking.
Of course.
Yeah, clearly, in every single way. But and they're both playing pretty standard so far, and I'm excited to see how this match turns out. And these positions are very, they're the closer positions, I would say. They're not so much closer, but they make it seem more like a Metalopolis game than a Tal'Darim Altar game.
And right now, Sprawl having 130 APM. I'm really wondering how much he's actually spamming. Because it's hard as a Protoss to have that high of an APM in the early game
Yeah.
without spamming it. I mean, it's really hard for anybody. I mean, Zerg obviously showing that you need the most APM, but in the early game, you don't really need to do much. And I know that's not a completely true statement, but Zerg buys here.
I think we need to have another drinking game protocol put in whenever Shinobi has a complete and total Zerg bias about something. Even when Zerg aren't playing, you should take a shot.
Oh man,
It's funny that I'm saying this because I've actually never drank alcohol before.
hey, it's okay.
It's never
Even
done.
Drinking games are just always fun.
That's true. You can take shots of chocolate milk. I used to do that for the day 9 drinking game. By the
Really?
time
That's awesome.
I'm lactose intolerant, so it's actually a horrible game.
Oh man.
Yeah, by the end of it, I'm just like wheezing in pain, like day 9. Why do you snap your fingers so much? No more chocolate milk, please, Mom.
I could never say that. I absolutely love chocolate milk. And Sprawl doing a really good SimCity here, blocking off. That is gonna affect his gas mining on the left side though.
Zoro Mihai, this is the winner's bracket of the Bronze through Platinum League tournament, not the Diamond through Grandmasters League tournament. So it's a slightly lower level play right now. You can sort of see that their APMs are not exactly up to par with those Masters level players. But 70 APM is nothing to be ashamed of. It's still very a pretty decently high level of play. And
That's all
both
you
these
really
players
need.
seem pretty interesting. They play pretty well. They only get supply blocked for a few seconds. There's not that much difference between a diamond level player and a platinum level player or a gold level player. The real difference is in the timings and the refinement of builds.
Especially your knowledge of your opponents.
Yeah, it's very true. If you have a good game sense, if you have good game knowledge, you can really compensate by being a slow player. Like when I got to Diamond the first time, I had like 25 APM, but I just had a really good game sense. I really knew what my opponent was doing. My scouting was very efficient, and although they were all better than me at control, I just was able to win with good unit compositions.
See, my advantage is that now I have high APM, I have good game knowledge, and I don't have the best control over my units, but I can counter that by having great tech and having great macro, and that's all you really need to be a good player. Is just being able to constantly tech up. Never like I always have under like 300 minerals up until like 20 minutes into a game if it goes that far. When I just no matter what I do, I can't oversaturate with hatcheries.
And right now we see both players going for pretty interesting builds, I would say. The starport is being placed now onto a tech lab. It does look like there's some sort of Banshee play on the way for Kronigers. And it's very interesting to me to go Banshee against Protoss. The Protoss' biggest weakness is a lack of anti-air early game. The Stalkers are effective in cleaning up air units. The thing is, if you can't go blind Stalkers. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're going Blink Stalkers, it's very rare to see a build that has enough Stalkers to really deal with some heavy air aggression. And although this build here does have 4 Stalkers in it, 4 Stalkers really isn't enough to deal with 2 Cloaked Banshees.
I'm really interested what he's doing. He's going for an early push, and is he going to follow this up with an expansion? I'm really hoping so because he has 700 minerals saved up already.
But Kronigers does have that Zelnaga Watchtower, and he does know that this push is coming. So he does have an opportunity, I said does a lot of times, to really deal with it. And he is building a missile turret down there. Maybe he's thinking that DTs are on the way. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, the Nexus does start going up for Sprawl. He is moving out. He does have enough units right now to do some serious damage if he micros perfectly. If that Zealot tanks damage, if those Stalkers pick off Marines, the bunker is not up at all. Maybe this missile turret will buy some time. No, definitely does not. Missile turret's not the most HP intensive units. I really wish he had brought a probe with him to build a pylon to reinforce his units quickly, but he did not think of that for this time. And there is a small timing window right now where Sprawl can do a lot of damage to the Terran player, and great force field, isolating those Marines, using that force field to sort of block out those SCVs, and he needs to, oh no, the sentry's being picked off. The Stalkers are now kind of cornered without any sort of real way to defeat this, and this push will be held, though some economic damage will be done.
Unfortunately, he's targeting the Marines instead of the SCVs, and I don't really agree with that. He already took out a large part of Kronger's army, and he should have been concentrating on those SCVs while they were still there.
Meanwhile, back at the base, that Banshee has eliminated all mining at the main and natural. All the probes are just clumped up, not doing anything. And this is what I was talking about Protoss anti-air. If you don't have enough Stalkers, it's so difficult to deal with any sort of air aggression.
Especially with Cloak out. He has no detection right now. Oh no, he wasted a Chrono Boost without, and there's nothing building in it right now. He does have the Observer out to counteract the Banshee, but
his probes do go back to start mining, and it's really hard to tell who's ahead right now. The Protoss player does have more workers, but the Terran player has a lot more tech out right now with that Banshee and tank. But both players are sort of they're just at this weird middle ground where both of them has taken serious damage, and it's hard to tell who's come out ahead.
Honestly, I think Sprawl's ahead simply because he has his natural up. He's going to have a higher production of drones or probes, and he already has the anti-cloak. He has the observer out on the field. He can do scouting whenever he wants. All he really needs now is to increase his stalker count, leave a few at each mineral line, and then he'll be pretty set.
I tend to agree with you completely, Shinobi. That expansion makes the world of difference. If you look at the resource tab, there is a lot more being mined for the Protoss player. He's getting a better income, and he does have 2 bases producing workers right now. And when both players lose workers, the one who can make it twice as fast is the person who can win it. He is floating a lot of Chrono Boost, though. If he could just use that Chrono Boost right now on the Nexuses that are producing workers, he could get really, really far ahead in the economy.
Yeah, he could throw up another base, Chrono Boost both his Nexuses to build the probes that he needs, or he could just start Chrono Boosting his warp gates and try and get more things out.
And the Banshee is back trying to do a little economic damage. He's cloaked, but he does not know about that observer. I guess he must assume it now since he is moving away very quickly. And I like that Sprawl has made 2 observers on each end of his base. It's very important to really know where those Banshees are and have them uncloaked when your Stalkers are there, and he does have that Zelnaga Watchtower in case any timing push from the Terran army does happen. So I think both players are in an okay position. Kroniger has a larger supply lead because the purple Protoss player is teching up right now to Colossus, and I'm not completely sure I agree with that tech route.
Yeah, it's very interesting. He has Marauders out, which is really good against the mass Stalker Zealot build that he's kind of going. I mean, Marauder's not doing the best against Zealots, but they do work if you're good at microing.
And right now, our Green Terran is